What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over how to get Eevee in all the Eeveelutions in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I've actually waited quite a while to make this video because there's a very rare chance that something happens in the game, and it actually, for the first time, happened to me today. And I'm going to be covering that in just a little bit. Eevee is part of the National Pokedex. It was part of the Pokemon Platinum Sinnoh Dex, but not part of the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex, and it wasn't included with the additional underground Pokemon. I just want to mention now that Eevee is in the National Dex, so because of that, you cannot obtain this gift Pokemon or even find it in the wild patches that I'm going to be going over until you have the National Dex. Now, you do not have to be champion, you just have to have the National Dex. So going forward, when Pokemon Home is out or whatever else, and you're able to just transfer in all 150 Pokemon in the Sinnoh Dex, and then boom, you get the National Dex right at the beginning of the game, you can get this Eevee. But as it stands right now, as of time of recording, we do not have Pokemon Home, and while this can be achieved by trading one Pokemon individually, that does seem a little tedious in order to do this early. Know what I mean? Here in Heart Home City, which is the city with Amity Square in the house right next to the Pokemon Center, we're gonna head inside of here. And over here by the computer, boom! Hiya. Oh, I've seen you somewhere before. Where was it again? Hold on, it'll come to me. Oh yeah, you're the one who was battling those scary looking guys in Jubilife. Yes, I was. Really curious about you after that, so I went ahead and did a little research, and then surprise, surprise, turns out you're connected to the famous Professor Rowan. And you'd be going around defeating gym leaders too. I seriously thought my eyes were gonna pop out of my head. Oh, sorry. There I go, running my mouth again. It's me, BB. You remember me, don't you? I'm the one who gave you those ball capsules. Yes, I definitely do remember you. Oh, hey, I know those Pokemon boxes you've been using. I'm the system administrator of them. And then you could speak to her before the post came and she gives you that text. Oh, looky here. It's a National Pokedex I'm seeing. Good for you. You'll be using my boxes like crazy if you're doing that now. Blah, blah, blah. Juggle boxes smartly. Oh, you want a Pokemon called Eevee? Yep, sure do. Thanks so much. Great. There we go, that's how you can get yourself Eevee. Now that is only one of the two possible Eevees in the entire game. That's a single gift Pokemon. It is not shiny locked, according to the original data mine. However, you can shiny hunt Eevee. I need to reorganize this. If you make your way to the Pokemon Mansion, Mr. Backlot every single day chooses one random Pokemon. And according to the original games, it's somewhere between 13 and 16 different Pokemon that I can choose from. And I've been playing 2 games since launch, and it's the first time I've gotten Eevee. I've gotten so many Meowth, a lot of Jigglypuff. Anyways, you speak to Mr. Backlot every single day, and there's a very slim chance that it's going to choose Eevee. You can choose this as early as 12:01 a.m. in game time. If you change your clock, that's gonna mess things up. I think you can actually use it to extend how long Eevee will be here if you're doing a Poke Radar hunt. However, there's a very slim chance that it's going to actually be Eevee in the first place. Then, after that Pokemon is decided, there's a 5% chance that it's going to show up here in this grass. And as always, if you wanted to, you can do the Poke Radar and try to find yourself a shiny Eevee this way, which is really fantastic because now that you... Oh, we got a Eevee! Okay, there's a 5% chance that we're going to find an Eevee, and that's pretty fantastic. Good news, these Eevees are only level 18. The bad news is, Eevee is not a very easy Pokemon to catch. A repeat ball at full health is 30% health. A quick ball turn 1 is a 40% chance. A repeat ball with 1 HP is a 69% chance. Nice. If it's paralyzed, 93%. So if we false swipe and Thunder Wave our Eevee, then there's a very good chance that we're going to be able to catch it. Great, Eevee was caught. In this game, I did not go get the gift one, so yes, it's registered to my Pokedex now. And as you can see, we have a chain of 1. Should I hunt it? I should hunt it. Let's hunt it. Because it's so much better when there's a shiny in the thumbnail, right? And my chain broke at 3. Okay. No shiny Eevee for the thumbnail. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Can't always have that amazing luck. But then again, I do want enough Eevees that way I just to evolve 1 into each of them. So I'm just going to catch a few more here.
15 minutes later.
Of course, for me to find a second Eevee is taking me like 20 minutes so far.
Much later.
It's taken so long for me to find another Eevee that in my other game, I just started running around and then I came to the daycare and dropped off Eevee and Ditto. And this is faster, so I'm just gonna hatch some eggs instead. What good is the Pokemon Nursery app if you have to rezone through a door for it to update and then show you if there's an egg? Not even showing me that there's an egg. There's totally an egg though.
Later.
I haven't really done a lot of breeding a lot in this game, so I decided I was going to for this, because why not? You start off with the level 5 Eevee with no max IVs, so I figured I'd just go ahead and, you know, just start breeding through. I have 2 of them with 5 max IVs, and a whole bunch of them with 4. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these 4 for these evolutions now. There are 5 Eeveelutions that are available via stones, 2 of which are also available in the environment. And that's pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure when these games came out, you weren't allowed to use the Leaf Stone and the Ice Stone on the Eevees, but now you can. Hopefully I have all these. Did I do enough digging? I definitely did enough digging, right? Fire Stone on Eevee for Flareon, Thunderstone on Eevee for Jolteon, Water Stone on Eevee for Vaporeon, same as it's always been. If we make our way inside of Eterna Forest, I'm gonna pop a repel right quick. And if we head down to the lower area on the leftmost side, more left, over here, perfect. This is the Mossy Rock. The rock is covered in moss. It feels pleasantly cool. Let's run off this repel, perfect. And now we're just going to encounter any Pokemon and level up the Eevee at least 1 time. Perfect, that got Eevee enough levels. Actually got 5 of them enough levels, but I'm only gonna let 1 of them evolve into this Leafeon over here. And leveling up Eevee next to the Mossy Rock, you get yourself Leafeon. As you can see here, because it was implemented in the future generations, you also have the option to use a Leaf Stone on an Eevee if you wanna get yourself a Leafeon that way. And boom, Leaf Stone on Eevee for Leafeon. In order to get yourself Glaceon, that one's a little bit more of a journey. From Snow Point City, you want to make your way the only way out of town to Route 217 through the Acuity Lakefront. And once we head down, we can circle back up to the top. And over here, we can find ourselves, the boulder is encrusted with ice. It's bone chilling to the touch. This is the Icy Rock. And just like we did with Leafeon, all we need to do is level up Eevee 1 time next to the Icy Rock, as this Medicham has volunteered to demonstrate with me. And boom, doing that gets you a Glaceon from your Eevee. Alternatively, if you have yourself an Ice Stone, you can use an Ice Stone on an Eevee to get yourself a Glaceon that way. I just don't have one, but it works the same way that Leafeon works. Cool. The last 2 are Espeon and Umbreon, so I guess this is now a part of a, hey, how to get Pokemon's friendship up. So every Pokemon starts with a base friendship value of 70. Being at a friendship level of 70, there's a few things that you can do in order to get their friendship levels up. First of all, if you don't already have the Soothe Bell, you can get the Soothe Bell, and that basically makes it that any activity that would increase a Pokemon's friendship, it receives double that amount of friendship points. As I mentioned before, we start at 70, and a Pokemon needs a friendship level of 220 for it to evolve. So I'm going to make my way down here to the Pokemon Mansion's house, and I think it's the second room on the left. This woman. Yes, the Soothe Bell. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Soothe Bell. If we give that to an Eevee, then any friendship points that it's going to be getting is going to be doubled. Now, there are a few quick things that you can do in order to get friendship up. The most impactful thing that you can do, and granted this is only if you really have it, is under your berry list, there's a variety of berries, I think 6 of them, that berry to be consumed by Pokemon. Using it on a Pokemon, it makes it more friendly, but lowers its HP base points. The HP base points refers to its EVs, its effort points that you accrued over time. And if you happen to have a lot of these, like I have 5 of these, I could use these 5 Hondu berries on Eevee. Because its friendship is level 70, because it was just born, I mean, it leveled up a few times. Every time that you use a friendship raising berry, it gets 5 points. And if I were to use, I don't want to use all of them, I'm just going to use 4. That's going to be 4 times 5, that's 20 points. Multiply that by 2 because of the item being held, and that's 40 points going toward that Eevee right there. Eevee became more friendly, great. I'm gonna use a 5th berry, a 6th berry, a 7th and 8th berry, a 9th and a 10th berry. So that 10 berries is going to be 10 times 5, which is 20, times 5, which is 100. So this Eevee should now be at the point that it's ready to evolve. Because it's daytime, it's going to evolve into Espeon, and then nighttime it will evolve into Umbreon. All we need to do is give it 1 level. Thank you, Ponyta, for volunteering as tribute. Eevee got a level up, and by my calculations, that should be enough. Yes, it is. Nice. And leveling up with Friendship being at 200 during the day, and Eevee will evolve into Espeon. Now there's a variety of other things that you can do to get a Pokemon's affection up. Still in Veilstone City, right? We're in Veilstone City, I think, yeah. This left house, kind of right next to the gym, there's going to be a girl in here who can massage one of your Pokemon. And Eevee with the Soothe Bell getting a massage is worth 3 points. You can do that once a day, and that's only 3 points. With the Soothe Bell, that's 6. So by my math, between the levels and the massage, you're currently at 121. And now my options are give it a TM, use a battle item, give it vitamins, friendship level raising berries like we did, beat gym leaders and Elite Four members. The most effective thing is the berries though, because the berries are actually sort of a trade-off that, you know, you're losing that EV spread on Eevee in order to get the friendship level up. And unfortunately, I've just planted all mine. What are my options? I could use proteins and stuff. This is gonna be my Umbreon, right? I need about 80 base points here. So that 80 base points, I have the Soothe Bell on, so that's only 40 base points that I'm gonna need. And using each protein or whatever else is going to cost, that's gonna be 3. So I would need to use 13. Wow, that's gonna be an expensive thing to do. And I'm gonna be doing this on an Umbreon, so I might as well buy the HP ones. HP ups, I need 13 of them. 127,000 Poké-Dollars. Golly, that's expensive. Yes, it is. So now I'm gonna use all of these on this Eevee. Now all we need to do is wait for nighttime.
2 hours later.
You know, I'm not really too sure if 7 p.m. is considered nighttime. I know it's considered evening. Does evening trigger night evolutions? I'm not too sure. Nope. Evening is still daytime.
The next day.
You know what just occurred to me? On this playthrough, the one that I caught the Eevee in the garden, I don't care about the date and time on this one because I'm not doing all the berry stuff. So let's go ahead and just make it nighttime.
8:01 p.m.
And now we can get an Umbreon because it gave it a whole bunch of the items that it likes to eat, like, I don't know, HP up. And there we go, that's our Umbreon. And then that's gonna complete all of it. And if you were wondering how to get Sylveon, it's not in the game because it's not part of this dex. Great. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you found it useful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.